In number 22, it says that the terminal side of an angle theta lies in quadrant 2 and that the secant of theta is negative 11 over 3. Remembering that the secant function is equal to r over x. Now notice that we are not in the unit circle anymore. We no longer have a radius of 1. Okay? So we've put r in place of 1 in all of our ratios. If the secant is negative 11 over 3, and that is equal to r over x, then notice that we have identified x is negative 3, y we don't know, but r is positive 11. Now, why did we make the 3 negative and not the 11? Because the radius can't be negative. Alright, so what's our goal here? In order to find all of our ratios, we need to find y. Let's draw the picture. Here's our circle. There's our quadrants. We know that we're in the second quadrant, that our x value is negative 3. We don't know our y value, but our radius is 11. How do we go about finding y? Remember Pythagorean theorem, or in this case, the equation for a circle, x squared plus y squared equals r squared. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Make sure that you use parentheses, or that x squared value would come out negative without those parentheses. Plus y squared equals 11 squared. That's 9 plus y squared equals 121. Subtract 9 from both sides. Y squared is equal to 112. Of course, we want to simplify. We're going to take the square root of both sides, and we're going to get, in that 112, I see two factors of 4, so that's 7 times 16. We can take the square root of 16 and take that out, so that becomes 4, and left under the radical we have 7. So we now know that y is equal to 4 square root of 7. Now that we know x, y, and r, we can easily figure out the rest of our ratios. If sine is y over r, then sine is 4 square root of 7 over 11. Cosine x over r is negative 3 over 11. Tangent y over x is 4 square root of 7 over negative 3. Notice all we're doing is filling in our ratios using what we have down here. Cosecant, which is r over y, if we take the reciprocal of this, we'll get 11 over 4 square root of 7, which we need to rationalize. And we get 11 square root of 7 over 28. Secant, we actually knew from the beginning, was negative 11 thirds, so please don't get that one wrong. And cotangent, or x over y, will be negative 3 over 4 square root of 7. After we rationalize, we'll get negative 3 root 7 over 28. So there's the values of all of the trigonometric functions when secant of theta was equal to negative 11 thirds and we were in quadrant 2.